Brenden here with HeyUGuys.co.uk, sitting down with a couple of the stars of Final Destination 5. How's everybody doing today?
Fantastic.
Thanks for sitting down with HeyUGuys. I've heard that the cast and crew will largely regard your death scene in the movie as the most gruesome or grotesque. How scary was it to sit down and have your eye peeled back and have that laser in your eye?
Just you saying that just freaks me out. Well, who likes someone touching their eye, whether it's, you know, putting Visine in or just, it's just a very vulnerable, intimate thing. And especially with the speculum going into my eye, I thought, hey, are they going to do this like CGI? Is there going to be a stunt eye? How are they really going to, I don't understand. And then the day we shot a few days, but the longest was a night shoot. We shot from 6 p.m. to 9 o'clock in the morning, and that speculum went in and out of my eye about 70 times. They numbed my eye. My head was in a head vice. So emotionally, there's no preparation. It's like you're there. You feel completely uncomfortable, completely awkward, and horrified at the same time. It's very challenging.
In the previous Final Destination movies, it's a pretty much foregone conclusion that everyone's going to be dying in the movie. But in this one, there's a little bit of a twist.
There is.
And your character kind of responds uniquely to that, I would say, of all the characters.
He does. He tries to take matters into his own hands. And it's a real arc for the character, because at the beginning, he's a happy guy. He's got his life all ahead of him. He knows what he wants and knows how to get it. And when these things that have no reason and have no explanation happen to him and just destroy the life around him, he tries to find answers to it and takes a real dark turn, which is fun and was a little chilling. I can't really say more without spoiling what happens. Yeah.
Were you fans of the series prior to getting involved, and did you have any trepidation because you know everybody kind of gets killed in these films?
I've always loved horror films and hated them at the same time. You know, while you're watching them, you're like, oh my God, why am I doing this? And then afterwards, you're like, that was so fun, let's do it again. So I just thought, yeah, I was excited. I was like, wow, I get to be in a horror film and die.
Do you have a particular favorite horror film, like in genre, besides Final Destination?
Well, you know, earlier I said Jurassic Park, but I think I want to change it to The Ring. I remember that being horrifying.
Now, original Japanese version or American?
The American one.
Got
but
it.
yeah, The Ring. I'm changing my answer. The Ring. Change that.
I've always been a fan. I've, you know, a huge fan ever since I was a little girl watching the first one with my girlfriends, and you know, I'm a critic. I'll say what I like and what I don't like, and I love the suspense with Final Destination. I like how it draws you in. I don't really like horror movies as far as, you know, gore and having someone slice off their arm or something. But when I found out that I was cast for the role, it was like, this is awesome. This is a great script. I'm very excited, but okay, there was trepidation as far as, you know, your death scene and how hands-on you're going to be, and if something, you know, could possibly really harm you, because it was a hands-on thing, and especially in Stephen Quayle, our brilliant director, it's, you know, you're a little intimidated, it's a little daunting because he's worked alongside James Cameron. He's so incredibly talented, but then you meet him and it's just completely the opposite. I felt at ease right when I got there.
Yeah, I've been a fan of the franchise my whole life. Grew up watching these movies, so it was really exciting when I got cast in it.
This is the second of the Final Destination films to be filmed in 3D. With all of the different 3D films that we've had this summer, do you think it is a gimmick, or do you think it's here to stay, and that I really feel like 3D is meant for movies like this, like horror films that you want to get sucked into?
It's for a movie like this. I like 3D, but it depends on what kind of movie. You don't want it to take away from the movie, but this, it really does, it makes the audience participate and feel like they're actually there on the bridge. They're in the laser eye surgery room. They're at the gymnasium. It really feels like you're in it. It's not too much with a headache. Steven nailed it. Nobody
does 3D better than kind of the school that our director, Steve Quayle, came up in. And having a mentor like Jim Cameron, it really pays off, not just because you are using the best equipment, but well before we started shooting this movie, months and months and months before, the storyboards of shooting in certain ways that accentuate the depth and how to maximize the technology just in the setup of the shots this is very, very different from the 3D that I think people are used to, and it's really going to pop out.